Look up at the night sky and let your eyes wander over the seemingly infinite expanse of twinkling stars. Each one of those stars is a unique ball of burning plasma, some bigger than our sun, some smaller, some hotter, some colder. And around many of these stars orbit planets, much like Earth, which itself orbits the sun. In fact, NASA believes that there could be as many as 100 billion Earth-like planets out there just waiting to be found. But why stop there? If there are other planets that are potentially habitable, then maybe we aren't alone in the universe. At least that's the hope of scientists who have been scouring the cosmos for signs of life for decades now. From strange radio signals to mysterious planet-sized objects, here are 5 discoveries that might prove we aren't alone. Exoplanet hunting. Humanity's quest to find alien life began long before we had the technology to actually detect exoplanets. Ancient civilizations looked to the stars and created myths and legends about faraway worlds. But it wasn't until relatively recently that we learned how common exoplanets really are. Scientists had long suspected that most stars out there had at least one planet orbiting them. But they needed a way to actually detect these worlds. For most of human history, we couldn't detect exoplanets because they were simply too far away. But in the early 1990s, scientists developed new technologies that allowed them to study starlight more closely. One of the first exoplanets ever discovered was 51 Pegasi b, an extremely hot gas giant roughly twice the size of Jupiter that orbits a star similar to our Sun. Since then, we've discovered thousands of exoplanets, including some that could potentially support life. The question is, can we find worlds similar to Earth without actually going there? Of course, the answer is yes. Otherwise, this video would be pretty short. Scientists have developed a number of different ways to detect exoplanets, including the transit method, which involves looking for the dimming of a star's light as a planet passes between us and the star. The radial velocity method involves looking for the slight wobble in a star's light caused by the gravitational pull of an orbiting planet. And the direct imaging method actually takes pictures of the planet itself. One of the most exciting recent discoveries was made in 2020, when NASA announced the discovery of the TRAPPIST-1 system. This system consists of 7 Earth-sized planets orbiting a very small and very cool red dwarf star. 3 of the planets are in the habitable zone where temperatures could support liquid water, and some scientists believe that one of these planets could potentially support life. What makes us special? Even if we do find an Earth-like planet, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's also inhabited. After all, there are billions of Earth-like planets out there, and the only ones we know about with life. So what makes us so special? Well, for starters, we live on a planet that has a lot of water, which is essential for life as we know it. We also have a very comfortable range of temperatures, a magnetic field that protects us from harmful solar radiation, and a lot of oxygen in our atmosphere to breathe. There's also the issue of cosmic radiation. Space is filled with dangerous radiation from the sun and other sources, which can damage DNA and other important molecules. On Earth, we're protected from this radiation by our atmosphere and magnetic field. But on an exoplanet, it's a different story. High levels of radiation could make it difficult for life to evolve and thrive. But even if an exoplanet does have all of these things, it still might not have life. Life on Earth took millions of years to evolve, and we don't know if the same thing would happen elsewhere. It's also possible that life could have evolved on an exoplanet, but it could be so different from anything we can imagine that we wouldn't even recognize it. Fermi paradox. In 1950, physicist Enrico Fermi famously asked, "Where are they?" He was referring to the fact that if alien life is out there, why haven't we found it yet? We know that there are billions of Earth-like planets out there, but we haven't found any signs of alien life. This apparent contradiction is known as the Fermi paradox. There are a few possible solutions to the paradox. One is that alien life is out there, but it's so rare that we're just unlucky enough not to have found it yet. Another possibility is that there are lots of civilizations out there, but they're so advanced that we simply can't detect them. For example, if aliens are able to travel faster than the speed of light, they could easily visit Earth without us ever knowing it. Or maybe they're hiding on purpose. Maybe alien civilizations have learned that it's best to stay hidden from other civilizations. After all, we know that humans have a history of destroying anything in its path. If aliens are more advanced than us, they might know how destructive we are, and they might be trying to avoid contact. The rare Earth hypothesis. One of the reasons we have unfound alien life yet is that it's simply too rare to occur. The conditions that led to the evolution of life on Earth are so unique and unlikely to occur elsewhere in the universe that we might be truly alone. Proponents of the rare Earth hypothesis argue that we should unexpect to find any other civilizations out there, because the chances of another Earth-like planet occurring are just too low. Of course, this hypothesis doesn't take into account the fact that we know of thousands of Earth-like planets out there. So it's not exactly airtight, but it's possible that something else is preventing life from evolving on other planets. For example, as mentioned earlier, cosmic radiation could make it difficult for life to evolve and thrive. It's also possible that there are other factors at play that we simply don't know about yet. UAPs. In recent years, there's been a lot of talk about UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena. These are objects that have been spotted in the sky by pilots, satellite operators, and others that can't be identified as known aircraft or natural phenomena. Some people believe that these UAPs could be alien spacecraft. In fact, in 2021, a former military intelligence official came forward and claimed that the US government was in possession of recovered alien craft. However, these claims have not been verified, and the government has denied them. There have also been a number of famous cases of alleged UFO sightings, such as the Roswell incident in New Mexico in 1947. But none of these cases have been definitively proven to be extraterrestrial in origin. It's possible that some UAPs could be explained by natural phenomena that we don't fully understand yet. Others could be secret military technologies that have been developed by governments around the world. But there are also a small number of cases that simply can't be explained. Perhaps one day we'll be able to say for sure that at least some UAPs are alien spacecraft. But until then, we can't rule out other possibilities. Are we alone? The question of whether or not we're alone in the universe is one of the most profound and enduring mysteries of our time. We know that there are billions of Earth-like planets out there, but we haven't found any definitive signs of alien life yet. It's possible that we're truly alone in the universe, or it is possible that there are other civilizations out there that we simply haven't detected yet. As technology advances, we'll continue to explore our cosmic backyard and search for signs of life beyond Earth. And who knows, maybe one day we'll find that we're not alone. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. We have lots of videos about space and science. Thanks for watching. See you next time.